Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about some of the study materials I used to pass the bar exam. If you guys didn't know, I'm located in Michigan and I took the Michigan Bar Exam and passed in February of 2022. So, basically, if you guys want to know more about my journey, I'll link some of my past videos below. But specifically, I'm going to be talking about what tactics and study materials that I feel most propelled me to being successful at passing the bar exam. So, without further ado, let's get into this video. The first thing that I started to do, I was a little overwhelmed, to be honest. So I'm the first attorney in my family. So I didn't really have the 411 on what was really going on. I honestly didn't even know we had to take the MPRE. And they call it the mini bar. Like it's that multi-state professional responsibility exam or something. I didn't even know we had to take that. So I knew that there was this big bar exam or big exam at the end. And I was just like, okay, I'm going to try to get through law school and then, figure that out. Because that was hard enough. It's a different ball game. If you heard people say it, it's true. It's not like easy, So I'm just trying to get through law school. Then I actually get to the end of law school. And then I'm like, oh gosh, the bar exam. Like, what are we doing about this? At this time, I was flat broke. And when I tell you flat broke, I was flat broke. The cost of the bar exam application, the cost of living through law school, I had loans, I was in debt. I don't know why these people think we have money. We do not. So, I could not afford a prep course, to be honest. So I decided to just, reached out to some people, did some practice essays on my bar exam, the Board of Law Examiners website. It's like court.michigan.gov for like Michigan, something like that. And then I used 2 books initially. All of this, you guys, together helped me pass the bar exam. So that's why I'm telling you about what I think propelled me, because all of this together I think was necessary. So, and it's different for different people. So it might not be necessary for you. Maybe you just need to use Adaptabar. Like skip to the end and use Adaptabar and just get that done. But I used 2 books. One of the books was called MBE Strategies and Tactics by Emmanuel. I got that from Amazon. And what I like about that book for multiple choice is that it gives you like very in-depth explanations as to why you got an answer right or why you got an answer wrong. Like sometimes I would get a multiple choice answer right, but then when I go look at the explanation, I wouldn't fully understand even why I got it right. And multiple choice for the bar exam is not like any other multiple choice I had experienced. It's like, I don't know where, there's no clear wrong or right answer. I'm telling you, there's 2 right answers all the time for me. I don't know. Which one is it? But anyway, that book, it had really great in-depth explanations as to, the law and the reasoning behind why an answer was right or wrong. Which in turn helped me study for the essays as well. Because everything that you go through, everything that you touch, you're learning the law. So as much law as you can touch, that's really what my piece of advice would be. The second book I used was the Multistate GOAT by Jessica Klein. And I use that in the same way I use the other book. Now, at the time in Michigan, we were not, we hadn't went UBE yet. So now Michigan has the uniform bar exam, like they're doing that. But before when I took the bar exam, there was the multiple choice. There's 200 multiple choice, and then there were 15 Michigan specific essays. So for the essays, I went to my state website. Every state has a website in which they have past exams that from the bar exam from prior years that you can literally look through, like questions that they test. Like, you can look through, see the patterns, issue spot, and do as many essays as you can get through. Eventually, through the end of my course of studying for the bar exam, I eventually got through all of the essays. And sometimes, like, it can be difficult to get through. It was so many essays, you guys. I can't even count how many there were. There are a lot. So it's like, it can be difficult to conceptualize that in the amount of time you have to study for the exam. Guys, please, you know what? I've been moving this whole time, and I just have ADHD. I don't know. But I hope that doesn't bother you guys. But if it does, I apologize, because I just be moving. But anyway, so what I was saying. What I was saying was that, yeah, try to get through, even if you just read through the essays. Just read through them, issue spot, even if you don't write them. Because I started writing the essays, and then I would submit them to my professor. She would grade them, and then I would look them over and, you know, do it like that. But right now I'm about to get real, because everybody does not study in the same way. And so I feel like one of my, I won't say errors, but if I could change something about law school and how I studied for the bar exam initially in general, I would just study the way that I know that works for me. There's a lot of advice out here, okay, about how to study for the bar exam, how to pass the bar exam. But if you know the way that you study and the way that you've been passing exams, don't reinvent the wheel for you because someone else is like doing something different. I personally feel like what was crucial for me was memorizing the law, and I didn't necessarily have to write out every exam. So I just started like highlighting, issue spotting, you know, and that's how I learned the law. And eventually that's how I feel like I passed. I had, for some reason, abandoned the way that I know that I study. And it's not, you know, necessarily like with flashcards. Like, some people use flashcards, some people like do different things. But for me, I really just needed to know the law and see the patterns. So I just needed to touch different things. Like, not all the time do you have to sit there and write out an essay. I never had to before. I don't know. Like, I did fine in law school. I didn't do like super well, but you know, I was on the dean's list or some shit like that. So that's okay. You know what I mean? I did fine doing that. So I don't know why I was trying to reinvent the wheel because of like all of this information that people are like, millions of books that people had. Like, no. Like, I had so many of these books that I just got from other people. I did take a Kaplan course the second time around that I studied for the bar exam, but I just felt like it was very lecture heavy, and that it wasn't for me either. So another piece of advice is to find out what's for you. If you know the way you study, don't reinvent the wheel because of what, they give you all of these books. Like, I have Barbary and Kaplan. I didn't know what to do for it. At one point, I was like, how am I going to get through all of this in 2 months? It's never going to work for me. I was like working too. I just was like, I don't know. Like, you don't have to do all of that. You can stick with 2 things. You can stick with Adapter Bar and your bar website. Do them essays. That was really what's crucial. The essays, the multiple choice. Do that. Like, flesh all of that out, if anything. Especially if you ain't got the cha-ching. Like, everybody doesn't have $2,000 to spend on bar prep course. Like, it's crazy. And all of that added anxiety does not help, especially when you get to test day, because it can psych you out. Oh, I didn't have a bar prep course. People told me, like, if you don't have a bar prep course, you cannot pass this exam. I've heard multiple people say, professor said, I've heard a bunch of things, but I know a ton of people who did not have that, did not have a prep course and still passed. Like, we're not trying to get 30 points over, guys. We're trying to get the passing score. Right now in Michigan is 268. Because the UBE passing score is 268. You don't gotta get but a 268. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a hero. Just try to pass that thing. And one last thing that I did use was the critical pass flashcards. Now, I do think this was a good review of the law. And did assist me? Probably. I can't pinpoint exactly what it was. But I think the most important things definitely were Adapter Bar and the practice essays. But those are all of the things that I use. I'm getting over a cold still, y'all. I don't know what, something's going around. But anyway, yeah, those are all of the things that I really use. Oh, one important thing that I forgot. Now, this did help me significantly. Along with, Cooley had this course that was taught by Professor Hinkie. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Thank you for your service. She really did help me with that. Like, there was a Cooley bar prep course that I took, and that significantly helped me understand the essays more. So if you have a bar prep course in your school, I don't know, whatever school you go to, check, make sure you know, because I didn't even know about the course until someone else told me. See if you have a course that your school is offering. That might help you. It really did help me. And another thing is that there are these one sheets from JD Advising that I got. Man. JD Advising, those one sheets, gold. So what I did was I did my essays. I did the Adapter Bar. And then those one sheets I memorized like the back of my hand. Those one sheets are gold. I'm going to leak them. I'm not going to link them. I'm going to leak, because I can't give out the information specifically. But I will link where you guys can get the one sheet through the JD Advising website. And yeah, for whatever state you're located in. But yeah, you guys, that's pretty much all that went down in helping me pass the bar exam. And I hope you guys like this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe to your girl's channel. XOXO.